we begin.
You are now tuned into Talking at the Movies with your hosts, Eddie, Salim, and Mo.
Wait, you would...
Dragon Boat, what, the Chinese little funny...
Well, no, they got like dragon faces on the front, but they are like proper rowboats.
Yeah.
So like you go in teams and you like row.
So you were rowing. You would have never row.
Yeah, mate, I was one of the rowers.
Nah, man. Like, did that team lose?
Rubbish.
No, mate, our team not only set the fastest time, but we won the overall tournament.
And then did you go to some girl's house to celebrate?
No, mate, I had barbecue afterwards.
Oh, but did you say to me that you got home really late? Like 5 o'clock?
Yeah, eating
Yes,
barbecue.
that was later in the evening.
Ah, okay. Did you like throw up in her bed? All over her?
I did not. Why? Is that something that you would do?
That's not something that I would do, but I could imagine if you've been rowing and then eating all that barbecue, go to some girl's house, like just puking all over her.
We going with the premise that Mo is actually doing a physical activity.
I'm as surprised as you are.
Mo, were you saying you're actually rowing the boat?
We were rowing, mate, like teams of like people like you have an oar, you put it in the water, mate, and you row.
I do not believe that. Why were you rowing? Who would invite you on their boat?
Oh, so no, sorry. So this was a work thing.
Oh, like a team bonding type.
Well, it was like a summer party type thing. So they decided to do an activity.
I'm surprised they didn't take you to the hospital afterwards. You didn't have a heart attack because
Mate,
you've never done any exercise.
After the second row, I think I was sitting on that boat and I think I was having heart palpitations. But
could you imagine if he died?
This would be like the trivia episode.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Mo Money. Knowledgeable Mo. Wasn't knowledgeable enough not to do any physical activities. He is passed to the cinema in the sky. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Talking at the Movies. Yes, another week. Sam's actually looking alive this week.
Am I looking alive?
Now that he's finally gotten to eat food on a regular basis like a normal human being because it's
not
healthy.
Yes, you're right. And that's why I'm going to carry on eating food. So the next time you see me, I'm going to put on a lot of weight.
All right. So are your money problems over now? Yes, Salim. Like you can now go out and buy food.
Yeah, man. My money problems are over. But more importantly, the fast has come to an end, which I'm so happy about. It's interesting. When you meet people, they're always talking about, like the month of Ramadan. When it's over, they're like, oh my God, we miss it so much. They do not miss it. Exactly. They do not miss it. They're just saying that. Anyway, well, I'm back and I feel energetic and alive. So I went to see Baby Driver. And guys, I'm telling you now.
We didn't get on to what we've been watching. We're just asking you generally.
Oh, right, in general. Well, I thought we already started. I thought you wanted to know what I've been watching because that's how you start. Well, if you don't ever want to know what I've been up to.
I just asked you.
But
how can you say I never want to know what I just asked you?
Yeah, but it was more like...
What are you doing? How have you been?
Yeah, but to do with films. Like, because they films. Or TV shows.
And stuff.
I didn't mention any of that.
You asked Mo earlier on how he was. You asked me. And then you just repeated that same question again.
Yeah, but we weren't recording at that point. So that's why I was asking you now.
Okay.
How was your reuniting?
Fine, I got it wrong.
You reuniting with the girl after you've been your self-inflicted cutting your balls off for however long it was that you didn't see her.
For 30 days, man. I didn't get to see my girl.
Again, right next door
again pointless. Exactly.
I'm just wondering if there's anyone...
Surely you were spying at her through the window and that.
Jacking off through the curtains.
No, I'm not allowed to jack off either in that time.
Well, is it a cheating if you rub up against a crease in the curtain or something by accident?
Crease in the curtain by accident. by accident. No, but I got to see her and it was pretty cool. It was pretty nice. It was damn, it's amazing. After 30 days of not seeing somebody, not touching that person or any of that, how you become
like a rapist.
Yeah. Come here. Want to take you now. I think she even said, look, calm down, stop here, what are you doing?
Oh shit, you actually, oh god, this is your confession on tape. No means no, right? This is perfect. So, okay, fine, what have you been watching?
Oh, you asked me what I've been watching.
Yeah.
Don't you want to ask Mo how he's doing first?
No.
Okay. All right, fine. Well, I saw Baby Driver.
You've been my driver for every job since we met. You're the best in the business.
I'm gonna need you behind the wheel again.
One more job and I'm done. One more job, and we're straight.
Why is he listening to music all the time?
He had an accident when he was a kid.
He's got mental problems.
I'm the one got the mental problems in the crew. Position taken.
As I said earlier on. And I just have to say, straight away, before I get into any reviews, try to keep this spoiler free. Actually, I will keep it spoiler free. That this is probably the best film of this year for me.
I'm hearing so much praise for this film. I haven't had a chance to watch it myself. I should have gone yesterday, but I didn't.
Yeah, Edgar Wright has just done an amazing job. When I look at a film such as Hot Fuzz, when I look at films such as Ant-Man...
He did that. No, he didn't do Ant-Man.
Oh, didn't he do Ant-Man?
No, that's the film he dropped out of doing, that he originally wrote and was going to direct, but...
Yeah, because I looked at his films that he's done, and it came up on Google that those are the films. Okay.
We talked about it. How many times on this podcast that he drops out of Ant-Man?
I don't listen to the podcast.
You really don't, do you?
I don't listen to
even
anything.
when we're talking.
Even when we're talking, I don't talk.
You don't listen to the podcast. You take part in it.
Yeah,
I don't
we even mentioned it last week.
I switch off.
Really do.
Yeah, switch
what
off.
What is the point?
Okay, well, sometimes I get things wrong.
Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
Scott Pilgrim.
Yes.
Shaun of the Dead.
Yes. So, those all films I loved, extremely loved, especially Scott Pilgrim. And the cool thing about it is that...
No, you didn't. You were telling me how much you hated that movie.
Fuck off! Fuck off! I didn't say that!
That's a brown nose.
I was like, remember when we first saw it, I was like, oh, that movie's amazing. And you were like, no, man. That's all
I have that film on Blu-ray.
I
so
do
how...
remember that. No, I remember
you
your...
talking about?
Not that you didn't like it, but I remember your ambivalence to it. You were like, yeah, it was alright, but, I don't really want to watch it again.
I don't know who you're talking about because that wasn't me.
You.
There's two of us. Two of us have that memory of you saying that.
I think you guys are just making it up. Anyway, but I know what I like and I know what I don't like.
Obviously
I
not.
don't think you do, but
I really enjoy, without a doubt, his direction. But I'm gonna kind of focus on his direction. Actually, this dude, man, when you take story, when you take character development, all the way through, there's something most of the times in a film you get thrown out of, something happens that doesn't quite fit the script, the story, and you just think to yourself, you know what, for 5-6 minutes you're thrown out the movie, then you get back into it. At no point I was so glued to this movie all the way through. He does some wicked tracking shots that do not break, so they're just continuously all the way through. Yeah, one take tracking shot, and it's done so well. The other thing is that before I get into the actual actors, the use of music in this film, man. This dude needs to do a Bollywood movie because because he'll tell Bollywood, he'll tell Bollywood how to actually do a proper film, man. When it comes down to music, the use of music is so frigging perfect. It's unbelievable.
From what I picked up from the trailers, the main character, Baby, is he has something wrong with his hearing, so he uses music to kind of help him focus or something.
No. He's just so I can't go too much into it, but there's nothing wrong with his hearing.
Okay.
Yeah, he could just lip read. Yeah. So what's his name? Is it
Ansel L? Something like that.
Yeah,
it's a funny name.
See, I can't remember any film of. I've never. I must have seen.
He's in Fault in the Stars. Yeah. Very good film. And he's also in. What do you mean? You ain't seen him? He's in some of your films that you love. Your guilty pleasures.
Go on.
Divergent.
Oh, he's in Divergent.
He's the brother.
Oh, right. Okay.
Remember the main girl's brother.
Ah, right. Okay.
Really? Just don't.
No, I forgot.
Registers.
No, nothing does. But he is absolutely amazing. He doesn't really speak that much through the film. But the scenes that he's in are just very, very good. The film also has these really two-part, really cool love stories. Not going to go into them. Proper wild, proper crazy. Reminding me a bit like True Romance sort of style. That sort of feel to it. And then you've got Kevin Spacey, who's he's good in fucking everything that
Always
he does.
Always good.
Yeah, but you know, and then you've got like
So say.
what's happened? Yeah, and then you've got John Hamm. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
This
Mad Men.
This dude from the beginning to the very end of the film, in every single scene that he's in, I just love this character, man. And that is, I've got to come back to this, is that character development was executed perfectly. And if you guys have not seen this film, strongly suggest that you guys go check it out. Brilliant all the way through. So much so I want to take my girl to watch it. Oh, the most important thing, amazing car chase scenes.
Yeah, very important.
Yeah. So yeah, and I'll even...
How do their car chase scenes match up to the other driving film of this year, which you also loved?
Yeah, but...
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, so the car chase scenes in this are better. They're better in this.
Okay.
But then they're more real, they're more fun, you know? The Fast and Furious stuff is a bit over the top.
Yeah.
This is more grounded. You know, there's police chasing them. You know, obviously Baby's the driver, and he's getting away from the feds. And the way he sort of maneuvers, gets out of situations, it didn't ever feel like to me it was over the top, or it wasn't. I actually believe this guy could drive like this. Yeah.
What about Lily James, the love interest?
Yeah, Lily James is cute, man. She's so cute. Yeah. The chemistry between him and Lily was just, again, executed so brilliantly. It was almost as if you felt like you want that sort of relationship. That sort of, you know, that...
So your relationship isn't on that level. So you're basically saying you're not happy, Salim.
No, I'm happy, but there was something special.
Obviously not.
I wanted to...
Obviously not. You've just said you wished you had that fantasy romance that these characters in the film had. You're miserable. You want to break up with her.
No. I don't want to break up with her.
Live. Has anyone ever broken up with someone on a live podcast? That's amazing.
No, I don't want to break... No, Eddie, I don't want to break up with her. I don't want to break up with the person that I love to bits.
You don't want to, but you have to.
Oh, hold on, wait. Oh, if you don't want to, are you saying you want to go to the next level?
The next...
Are you proposing to her?
Are you like proposing to her on the podcast?
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that.
To her?
No, why are you guys putting words in my mouth? I am not proposing anything.
Wow, Eddie, make sure that's like the tagline.
Will do.
And finally, I just want to touch upon Jamie Foxx. I would never... His character's so fucked up in this movie. I wouldn't want to be in the same room as him. I really wouldn't. Really? Guys, this is truly a roller coaster, friggin' adventure, messed up, crazy, everything jam-packed in one. I know probably didn't make any sense there. I hardly ever do, but go check this out.
So what do you give it out of 5 then?
I'll give it a 5.
Woo!
Yep, 5.
That good.
Loved it, man.
Yeah, I really want to see this now.
Yeah, loved it.
I really do. Hey. So, Mo, what you been watching this week?
Well, mate, I was going to say it's going to be nothing as exciting as what Salim has been watching. So I literally finished, since our last podcast, I finished off Glow.
Yeah.
Started Veep for this season. Finished off...
Don't just skip over Glow. That's the discussion point. That's the thing that everyone's talking about this week. No one's talking about Veep, even though that is a good show. But Glow is the thing that people want to know about. So let's get into that, because I also watched it as well.
Oh, right. Okay, fine. So what did you think of that?
I loved it. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
So watchable. How quickly did you churn through those episodes?
Yeah, like I watched a couple the first day and I had to go work the next day. But yeah, just knocked it out the second day. It's just so quick and easy, because yeah, the episodes are pretty short. And it is just light and easy. I heard some people complain about the first couple episodes, but I never had that problem at all. I just breezed through the lot.
Oh, no. I think like from the moment it starts, the moment it finishes, there's not a dull moment.
No, man.
It is incredibly enjoyable, and you feel as though all those characters are quite real. Like, you could imagine if a whole bunch of strangers had to get together who had no interest in what they were doing and had to gel together as a team, it'd almost be like that.
Did you watch the documentary of the true life story of Glow?
So I started watching it. I did watch a little bit of it, and I was quite surprised about like some of the similarities and some of the things that they were saying.
Alison Brie, Mo, where do you fall on the spectrum of her character? Is she lovable, or do you think she's irredeemable?
No. I thought from a character point of view, I thought she was extremely lovable. She really was.
Even after she did what she did?
Yeah.
The betrayal.
what? Like, are you talking about like what happens at the beginning? Like,
Yeah.
what happens between? You see, I kind of feel like that was quite bad. Well, it was really bad, obviously, what she did. But it wasn't like she didn't feel remorse or sorrow for what she had done. Like, it wasn't complete like, I've done it and I'm a bitch. You could genuinely tell she felt really bad about having done that.
Yeah.
And her life was in a pretty shitty state at that moment when that was happening. It was probably quite easy for her to have been coerced and talked into it.
Yeah, because I was on board, mainly because it's Alison Brie, and Alison Brie, even when they tried to like ugly her up without putting makeup on, she's just adorable. She's just too damn cute. So it's hard to hate her, but yeah, some people really did have a hard time liking her because of what she did to her best friend. But yeah, I was on the ride there. Did you spot, even though as someone who's a semi once upon a time casual wrestling fan, did you spot any of the cameos from various wrestlers up in the show?
So I did not. I was wondering about that because when I started watching that documentary, there was the mention of Mr. Fuji, and then I was thinking, damn, I wonder if there were any like references.
Well, they didn't have any of those classic. It actually would have been nice for them to actually put some of the actual original Glow girls in the show.
So wasn't one of the interesting facts about Glow, weren't the original Glow girls, they were trained by one of like the Guerreros.
Yeah, Chavo Guerrero Sr., which I forget whether it's Chavo's actual father or his uncle. Some people have like said either one or the other, but yeah, he passed away during this. But what's actually cool is that they actually got Chavo Guerrero, Eddie Guerrero's nephew, to train the actresses for the show to keep that consistency going. Oh, nice. That was a nice little touch. But yeah, how did you think of some of those character names and the depictions that they gave them was so fucked up, man. Like Beirut. So
I did mention last week it was quite stereotypical, and if you actually go back remember what TV was like back in the 80s, especially with this type of stuff.
Oh yeah, they nailed it. Even now, though, wrestling really hasn't progressed past stereotypes when there's certain people of a certain ethnicity. Vince McMahon still kind of leans into the goofy terrorist or gangster or whatever the fuck sort of...
at the moment, what's the...
Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal, yeah, of course.
You hate me because of my skin, because I look different.
Yeah. But I think the one thing that's changed in wrestling now is that, like, I remember when I was a kid and we used to watch it, like, the heel was the heel. No one ever rooted for the heel.
Yeah.
Now the heel can be just as popular as the hero, if not more.
That's society, though, man. We're just fucked up. People just like the bad guy now. That's because of Austin. He changed all that. Definitely. But, yeah. So how did you feel about the way it all resolved at the end? Because we're still very much at the beginning of the whole Glow journey for these characters.
So when it got to the end, there was a bit of disappointment in me because all I wanted to see was more. I just felt 10 episodes just wasn't enough.
It was very quick, man.
But it ended on a high. Obviously it mirrored quite closely what happened in real life, and they will be in a good place to start season 2.
That's what I'm interested in. You didn't really get into it because you didn't watch the whole documentary, but I'm curious to see whether they get into the physical repercussions of Glow. As far as of wrestling, basically, of how it just destroys your body, especially if a woman's body, because a lot of them Glow girls are fucked.
Yeah, when I look at what happens to the guys in wrestling, like it was people like Bret Hart, people like all these Shawn Michaels, all of them, they're all messed up now, and the girls must be like really fucked up.
Yeah, man. Some of them are in bad shape. Some did get through it okay, but yeah, a lot of them are. Yeah,
do you remember when we wanted to be wrestlers? We wanted to be a tag team partner.
We would have been the best tag team ever.
We would have been
the best.
Mo, we wouldn't have had you in our tag team because you would have got pinned all the time.
No, you could be our manager. Who do you think was the star of the series?
I think it was so Brie definitely stood out.
Yeah.
Stood out very, very well. I thought the director was a character and a half.
Mark Maron. I think he was a star. Not to take it away from the ladies because this is a female-centric show, but he was like the most fun character on there, definitely.
I thought the producer was a pretty funny guy.
Oh, the young dude.
Yeah, like how he just like his whole life was just like one big party. And the fact that he had a butler to serve him like the weirdest types of foods.
I know, that's fucking crazy. And his little robot drug dispenser.
Yeah, exactly. But like from the wrestling side, I think all those girls were fantastic. I thought the Wolf Lady.
She was the one I didn't like the most, though, if I'm honest.
What?
The wolf, the she-wolf, the lady wolf.
Yeah,
Like,
see, they never really gave her a chance to explain why she does what she does.
I hope next season they lean into the whole mental health, because there's legitimate mental health issues there. There's this woman who believes and identifies in being a wolf.
Yeah,
24/7.
The fact that there were like other guys who were like from her pack or something. That turned up
They were the couple. They were the vampire ones that she found. Yeah, she linked up with. You gotta watch it, so.
I will.
It's a fun little show. It's a nice show. Oh, so what do you give it out of 5 then, Mo?
Out of 5, that's easily a 4.5.
I'll give it.
Is an absolute like treasure, and it's whether you're interested in wrestling or not. The wrestling is
Doesn't
almost
matter.
secondary.
Definitely,
It really is like a journey of like these actresses or people who like literally just stumbled on this and just basically ran with it.
Yeah, I'll give it a solid 4. Solid 4. I love the way Mark Murray's character describes the show when he's trying to pitch it to the producers and the finances. It's porn you can watch with your kids.
Yeah, great. Like, the descriptions of some of these movies were just fantastic.
Oh. Yeah, that's crazy. So, yeah. What else have you been watching, Mo?
So I've just been catching up on stuff that I haven't been able to see. So finished off Silicon Valley, started watching Veep, and today I watched something that I was like, oh my god, I don't know whether I should stack this up or watch it week by week, but I watched the first episode of Preacher, Season 2.
Yeah, I'm saving this for at least another week. So we've got 2 episodes up now.
Yeah.
Oh, Preacher started up.
Yeah. So
Yeah, do you not want to discuss this week by week like last time?
We'll have to start next week, because I haven't watched it this week. I saved these first 2 episodes. But yeah, you're right. We should actually do a week to week.
I have Preacher's up and running, man. I'm going to check that out.
Yeah, it's 2 episodes up so far.
Cool.
So I'm looking forward to getting back into that.
I won't spoil it for you, but it literally, like, it just starts off in high gear, mate, and just carries on going.
Very cool. I watched it, Mo.
What? The Leftovers?
Leftovers.
And were you disappointed, or were you sort of like, that is a great way to end?
It was a beautiful end.
Yeah.
I thought it was a superb show, always was. But it's left the door open. Shall we get into shall we just talk spoilers? It's been out for a while.
I mean, to be fair, if you haven't watched that show now, you're probably never going to watch it.
That's true. You're gonna have to skip ahead if you don't want to hear the reveals. But
Well, what do I do?
You're not gonna watch it.
Well, how do you know I'm not going to watch it?
I really honestly don't feel
Because
you
you
watch
said
it.
about a month ago, I will watch it before the next podcast.
And you never did.
I want to watch it, so I'm going to leave the car. I'm just going to let you guys get on with it.
You actually want to get out of the car?
Yeah, I'm going to
go. Go ahead, piss off. Okay, Mo, let's talk about it. The way it ends, I want a new season that tells the story from the other side.
Oh my god, would that just be amazing?
Another 3 seasons from the other Earth.
Now, isn't that kind of like debatable? Because like the way she tells the story, because they just gloss over it so quickly. Like it's a 45 or like a 1 minute kind of monologue, and you're kind of left wondering, is that just because she's gone crazy? Did she like just have something happen to her, and that's what she's now telling people? That's what she believes, or did that really happen? Did she go to the other side?
She didn't seem like she went crazy. And
But most crazy people don't seem like that, though, do they?
And from his perspective, he did seem to seem like she had disappeared for a certain amount of time, where he was looking for her and he never wasn't able to find her, and she wasn't there for her brother's funeral. So I think all the little elements were there to maybe lean towards that she was being accurate with what she was saying. And if he can go to purgatory as a hotel, whatever the fuck that mad world was that he was going to, then it's not unreasonable that she could go to this second Earth.
So that whole him going to purgatory, I don't know whether I missed it or I just don't have like the intelligent reach that I think I do. But apparently popular consensus seems to be all that purgatory stuff was actually in his head and he was the one who was going crazy.
That, I did think of that being a possibility, but from everyone around him, he died multiple times. So you can get away with it maybe once, but the fact that he, even when they purposely were killing him, and he was still coming back, shows that there is something more going on than it just being an accident. Yeah, because they were purposely drowning him and doing all this sort of shit. But fuck's it, man.
So do you feel now that, like, some of the criticism that Lindelof gets, he's redeemed himself a little bit?
I do. I think he had to. I think he's realised that he's got a bit lazy or complacent in some of his past projects. And he has to pull his finger out and make this shit consistently wrap up whatever he's doing. But I really do want them to continue with this, man. I want to see the other Earth and that story.
Yeah, I thought there were so many wonderful little episodes in this series, and it's like everybody in the final season got like an episode of their own. And I did love the one where they're on the boat and like the priest met God.
Yeah. God who just kills and throws people off the boat. That's fucking hilarious. But yeah, I think the whole purgatory thing could have done with a bit more of an explanation, because it was pretty abstract, that whole experience in that world, and even that the fact that certain characters didn't really know where they were or they thought they were still living. It was kind of a bit odd. Some characters were aware that they were there and others weren't. It was kind of odd.
Yeah, whereas the thing that they didn't explain at all is the kind of thing that like really stayed with you.
Yeah, very much, man. But yeah, great show, man. 4.5 stars, loved it. It's gonna be missed.
Absolutely.
Definitely. So, should we get into the... Oh, God, I guess we better... Yes, yeah. Go on.
Huh, finished? Could have given me your vape. Could have vaped outside for a little while.
Avatar 2 to be glasses-free 3D. I heard about this. I've been talking about this for a while, about that technology exists with TVs. I don't know how that's going to work in a cinema, though. I don't see how a standard cinema can have that ability to show glasses-free 3D.
So, from my recollection, prior to like Avatar, 3D in the cinema wasn't really a thing, right? So I would imagine, a lot of cinemas had to get a new system implemented to be able to show that got 3D with glasses.
That was expensive, though.
Yep. So, I mean, and that has been, that was like 2009, so it's been like 8 years.
So you reckon the whole industry is going to change purely for this movie?
So they changed for that movie once before.
Yeah, but does anyone... Go on.
Yeah, but the thing is, you've got to remember, cinemas are always looking for that next thing to get people in. So now they're going to be like, right, you don't need glasses to watch 3D.
Yeah, Avatar wasn't the first film, but it was the film that did it the best.
But
it was the one that really like put 3D in like the mainstream.
Yeah.
But there was a reason before. It didn't really matter too much, because it did matter, because this was something new, it was something exciting, it was something that was promoted extremely well. But we go back to this quite often. Does actually anyone care about Avatar? Even do the cinemas even care, or does the main audience care that much for the cinemas to change around? You see what I'm trying? This new technology, I don't see them like pouring in money to do it.
Obviously does, because you got to think it's still Avatar is the highest grossing movie of all time, and not just by a little bit, by like a magnitude, right? They're building this massive theme park in Disney World.
Yeah, but that was it's going to be it's going to be like over a decade since that came out.
Right,
when this film comes out.
So your local cinemas installs this technology, right? And then you can't use it. You can't use it for anything else. Well, you can use it, but who else is going to...
3D. I presume standard 3D films can be converted to this glasses-free version.
That I don't know. So whether they got to have maybe they have a system where you can like turn it on and off, whether it's glasses or not, or whether an auditorium has to be converted and it's one or the other. But this will just be the first film in many. Like that whole fad for 3D will start again, and it'll be like, this time it is glasses-free 3D.
That's the thing that some people hate about the whole 3D experience, is the glasses that makes it dark and...
But there's a number of people that I go to the cinema with, other people that actually don't like, and I'm one of them. I don't like actually seeing 3D films. I prefer to see them in 2D, unless it's at the IMAX.
Nah, but I'm fine with 3D. I will always lean towards watching it in 3D if that's an option. But yeah, you know, not that many films do good with it, with the technology, and make the most of it. But I'm skeptical about this. I need to see it for myself to see if it works.
If it's something that Cameron is pioneering, you can almost imagine that there will be some quality behind it.
Yeah, but
it won't just be something that's just thrown together.
I'm just curious to know how it's possible to do that without glasses.
Well, take is it the 3DS? So like when you,
3DS,
yeah, but that's different because you can't. As soon as you're at an angle, it completely goes. Like you couldn't use that on the big screen.
Okay, so just forget about the angle for a second. But when you're actually watching it, it is coming out at you.
Yeah,
it's more depth.
So you got to imagine that 3DS stuff is built like for a budget. So if you can imagine taking that tech, I doubt it's very much is that tech, but like you would scale it up.
Yeah, I'm fascinated to see how it works and to see it, but you know, and whether it makes you as potentially dizzy as the 3DS sometimes did.
Oh yeah. That made me seriously dizzy.
So I think apparently the new 3D XL has got like better 3D. So I've been playing it and I've not felt any sort of like sick feelings.
Yeah. Okay. You're actually looking forward to it, Mark, to see how this turns out.
I don't know, man, because that first film was hyped beyond belief, and I've never left the cinema more disappointed. Well, I guess I have left the cinema more disappointed, but
it wasn't great.
Yeah, it's. You know, like, he's made so many great movies, every now and then he's going to have a misstep, so hopefully, like, he's been away, he's thought about things, and he's going to come back fresh.
So, Mo, did you check out, and Salim, the Inhumans trailer?
Sooner or later, the humans are going to find us up here. We need to go to Earth now. We've been hiding here too long. Let's go to our rightful home. If we were on Earth, we would have a glorious planet to live on, thrive on!
You're talking about betraying your brother. You're talking about treason.
You're blind to his intentions. Right or wrong, he's dangerous. What I'm talking about is freedom. Freedom for all Inhumans. Are you going to use your voice to kill your only brother? Stop it!
I did indeed.
Yes, I did see actually. This is the one that you posted in the room, right?
What did you think?
I didn't like it, man.
I didn't like it either.
No.
Mo did though.
Yeah, because
Typical.
Soon as Mo posted...
What did I say? I said it didn't look terrible.
No, you were like throwing emojis in the room, like celebration. Like, I thought you were having a party at your house, like, you know, sending us videos of you dancing naked at your place, like throwing, smothering your food on your crescent.
He said that to you. He said that to me. What the fuck?
That was a private message to you, Simon.
Oh, sorry.
Like, conversations mixed up.
So I saw it as soon as Mo threw up his message.
Let's give some quick backstory. Inhumans was going to be part of the MCU. It was going to be a movie, but once Perlmutter separated himself, or was separated by Disney from the cinematic side of the Marvel universe, and was put in charge of only the Marvel TV, Kevin Feige was like, yeah, well, fuck this, because he never wanted to make Inhumans. He was never interested in it. So now Inhumans is only going to be a TV show on ABC. It's going to get an IMAX limited showing for the first episode. And it looks budget. It looks cheap. The action, it just looks horrid.
I think that's my biggest concern as well.
It looks like how Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. started. How that looked shitty when it began.
Yeah. Even to what I saw of the characters, they didn't really grab me in any way.
I know, nothing about... Oh, man. Mo, what did you like about it?
So it is a trailer, and what you've always got to recognise or understand with TV shows is that, especially with sci-fi and fantasy, right, that like those first few episodes, they're always really, really rough, and they're never great.
It's a limited run. It's not having like a 24 episode run, so...
But it's still what is it, like 13 episodes or something?
It's not a long run, so they have to hit the floor running in order for this to survive. And I don't think it can. I just can't see this working, man.
Well, you know, we're gonna have to wait and see it. But if you cast your mind back to like Agents of Shield, those first like 13 episodes were rough.
Exactly, and it's barely been holding on by fingertips. This is a way.
So it may be holding on by its fingertips for the ratings, but the show itself is quality.
It's gotten better, but in that landscape, this show can't do what Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did because it's got a way bigger budget. With them getting a cinema release, this shit has to impress from the get-go. If that first episode is going to be on IMAX, it has to impress people. And if it doesn't, which I don't believe it will, there's no way it's going to last the way Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did in order to get better for season 2 and 3.
It was
I really don't understand that whole like we want to put this on the IMAX thing.
Hey, what's that guy from Game of Thrones? He's the guy from Game of Thrones is also in this.
Yeah. The guy who fucked up Reek.
Yeah, he's also a bastard in this, isn't he?
Yeah.
Trying to fucking take his brother's crown.
Yeah.
Always. He does it so well. Yeah, I was thinking to myself, is that him again? He's kind of playing that same sort of character.
He used to play nice guys before Game of Thrones, but yeah, now. But even his acting didn't look great.
Well, that's the thing, because when I originally first saw him, I thought, I'm getting shit excited about this now. And then as I saw him just talk more in different scenes, I thought, wait a minute, man, this isn't... it's a shame. It's not all that... Didn't grab me in that any way.
I will watch this. I don't know whether... Well, I know for a fact I really am not that interested in going to an IMAX to see it.
Mo?
What?
Will you pay for our tickets if, we go to the IMAX to watch it?
I think you know the answer to that.
Oh, okay. Thought you might just, be a bit generous.
Why would I need to pay for your tickets? You have, like, your loyalty card.
Yeah, I know. Like, I thought but I still got to pay for the IMAX tickets.
That's like, what, £1.50?
Yeah, he doesn't want to pay the
extra...
£5. Yeah, that extra £5 too much.
What you do is you go to, like, another IMAX movie, right? And then you go and complain about how poor the experience was, and then you'll get your free ticket.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah.
But you're right, Eddie. I'm not going to check this out the IMAX. Definitely not. Even if Mo pays for it.
Wonder Woman is now the highest grossing MCU movie.
Yeah.
Done good,
Is that
man.
really a surprise?
It should be. Wonder Woman, as popular as we wanted it or expected it to be, it should not have outdone a Superman movie or a Batman and Superman movie together. Come on.
No, definitely not.
No. So what you actually mean is a good Wonder Woman movie should not have done more business than a good Batman versus Superman movie.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, but that's not what was the case, though, was it?
Yeah. Wonder Woman was a good film.
This really shows, like, if you have a good movie, people will come.
But the ripples that this movie is going to cause, because it's going to change everything from what they're...
Well, yeah, I've been hearing this in the Justice League movie. They're like throwing in more shots of Wonder Woman in as well. You heard about this?
Cranking up, yeah. That's I guess we'll wait and see whether that's true. But yeah, it makes sense.
And
that to me shows they don't understand why Wonder Woman was good. Wonder Woman wasn't good because it's got Wonder Woman in it. The pacing and the script it's just better than what's come before.
Yeah, it's just hilarious, man. Especially the people who are naysayers to say that Wonder Woman was no way going to succeed and that it was going to fail, and now it's the biggest one out of them all. And who would have thought?
Now, I don't know who was saying that, because if you go back a year, do you remember all three of us were very positive, and we all said like Wonder Woman was the movie that we were looking forward to.
We clearly know what we're talking about. Yes, I remember that, Mo. I remember that very, very well.
We are the experts, indeed.
There you go.
Michelle Rodriguez threatens to leave the Fast and Furious franchise if women don't get more love.
What? Really?
Yeah.
What? I thought they were getting loads of love in there.
Well, no, because they're always just a love interest, isn't it, really, to Vin Diesel? Or getting rescued by The Rock. They're just there as the...
You know what? Vin Diesel's just going to kill her off.
That's true.
He's going to kill her off.
Again.
That's what he's going to do. He doesn't friggin' care. Rodriguez doesn't, wants more scenes with her, like, doing some badass stuff. He's going to say, all right, well, see you later, Rodriguez. There's a lot more women that want to be in this film.
Do you think it's possible we get a female-led spin-off then from Because if we are going to get the Hobbs and Jason Statham one, The Rock and Jason Statham, is it possible they want to make this whole universe?
It is, man. When you take these sort of, well, why not? I mean, like drawing the women audience. You know, like look at Wonder Woman, massive success. You know, and having a film of just like these chicks that are, you know, they're gorgeous, they drive back, you know, like, you know, they drive crazy, they've got all these mad ass skills, and they're from the Fast and the Furious franchise. I could see people going to watch this.
Okay, yeah, if they keep it consistent, why not?
Yeah.
Mo, you want to see that? Would you put money into it?
Well, so I think Salim's got something there. I think he was a little bit sexist with what he said, but like he's spot on. Half your movie-going audience is female.
Yes.
And they want to see characters that can inspire them, that they can look up to, that can be saying, yeah, women can go and kick ass just as well.
And relate
as a guy
to, yeah.
can.
That's the thing. I think a lot of people forget that when audience goes to see a movie, they want to put themselves in the position of the characters they see on screen. And if that character reflects them in terms of ethnicity or their sex, then, yeah, it makes it even more immersive.
But I'm go on, Mo.
No, guys, I was going to say, I just think, like, in a movie-going world now, I think we're so beyond, like, the damsel in distress type woman, especially in these movies. You've got 8 of them. It's all action. It's all, like, about fast cars and stuff. You've got these women who have been in this franchise for so long. They should be going toe-to-toe with the men now.
But they kind of are, dude, man. Like, there's a number...
How are they?
Well...
She gets little moments.
She's got a good few moments.
To say that they're toe to toe.
What about that UFC chick, the MMA chick?
Yeah, that one Ronda Rousey. That one little scene where they're in their dresses and their high heels.
No, not Ronda Rousey.
Or Gina Carano.
Gina Carano.
It's the same thing in both of those films. She has a tiny little moment, but it's still about the Hobbs and Vin Diesel's character, Dominic Toretto.
Yeah, but the film is about fiddle. Yeah, but the film is about them. So that everything else isn't going.
It was never really supposed to be about that, though. It's supposed to be about the group. Vin just took it over because of his ego.
Vin was the main character in it.
Yeah, but you
no, it actually wasn't.
Going, like, making movie after movie and not changing the formula.
He was never really the main guy. It was the one who died until and then even in the second one, Vin wasn't even there at all. And the third one, remember? Vin washed his hands of it. But then he just saw that, okay, this is surviving. I need it. Give me it. I want to be the star.
Okay. Well, look, I have no problem in if...
Obviously you do.
What do you mean I do?
You've just been battling us the whole time saying they should be happy with what they've got.
No.
I just want to see more men with muscle fighting. That's what you wanted.
It's really weird, actually.
There's nothing wrong. God.
It started off in one direction and then ended in completely a different direction.
There's nothing wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I thought about it.
That's why you never watched Glow, because you said, why don't I watch a show led by women?
No, I love to see Glow, man. I love to see Glow and all those women wrestlers.
You had a whole week to watch it.
I was fasting. I can't watch naked women whilst
They're not
I'm fasting.
naked women.
But then you, huh?
They're not naked.
I know they're not naked women. I know they're not.
You want them to, that's the only way you accept women, them being naked.
No.
So you want a Fast and the Furious, female Fast and Furious with them butt naked driving cars.
That would be pretty cool, though.
It would, anyway.
It would.
It's just like... you just have like such stereotypical views of women.
Come on, Mo. You know you would like that as well. You know you've never seen a Fast and the Furious film at the cinema, but if you found out this one, they were butt naked driving around in cars, you know you would definitely be up for it.
If I want to see butt naked women, I would just go on the internet. That's not what's going to get me into a cinema. What is going to get me to cinema is like good acting, good storylines, a good movie.
Yeah, and butt naked women. So all of that plus the naked women, that would seal the deal, man.
So what we were talking about? Where we at?
Warner Brothers.
Oh,
the Red Sun.
This worries me because there's no way you can introduce this story and make it consistent with their DCEU. Warner Brothers want to make a Red Sun they're discussing the possibility of a Red Sun Superman movie, but they've already established their Superman. So to do this, it'd have to be its own separate thing, and that's a bit messy.
So I think they've already shown, or at least DC have shown, that they're not adverse to doing that because their TV and their movie verses are separate.
Yeah, but it's easy to keep that thing separate, and it doesn't confuse the audience when you do that for a TV to film. But for both things to be...
You know, when people say that, it's easy not to do that, or it's easy to do that so you don't confuse the audience. I think, again, we're beyond, like, treating the audience as though they're morons.
They are, though. People are stupid.
People are stupid.
Majority
Mo.
of people in this world are stupid.
Yes.
Look at the election and political situations. People are dumb.
Yeah, like
You
Eddie,
know
who
this.
didn't vote.
That's I'm the most intelligent person because so I realise that it's pointless.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But you know what? But this whole idea really appeals to me. It seems like I would love to see this if it was done right, because it takes something that like you're so familiar with and changes it up quite dramatically. Like the end message could be very different from what's being delivered.
Don't get me wrong, the story is amazing. I love the Red Son story of the. If you're unfamiliar, it's the story of. It's basically a what if the baby Clark Kent or Kal-El doesn't crash in Smallville, Texas. If maybe something was off just by a millimeter, the ship was slightly slower or slightly faster, whatever, and the ship ends up landing in communist Russia.
Yeah.
And raised by a Russian family and the Russian government, because it's all, communist. And what that would do to the world, the difference that Superman would be in that whole Cold War issue. It's a fascinating story, but it is a completely... Because then you'd have to get a whole new Superman, a whole new actor to do it.
So all right, okay. So I'm. This is like I'm kind of a bit lost here, right? So, are they what? Are they? We had this conversation a couple of weeks ago. So what you're saying is that with what's already happened in Batman vs Superman, they're now thinking of going into a completely different direction and heading
It would
towards.
have to be, because this is a whole new introduction to the character, innit?
Yeah, that's what I would have thought.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It messes it up by having this whole separate other Superman.
But even how did this? Go on,
You
man.
would have it set in an alternate universe.
But what about the
But
stories?
you still have it played, but you still have Superman played by Henry Cavill.
But what about the current story? And
That's on its whole thing. That's what I'm saying. It's like messy. They have two different Supermans on the cinema
Oh,
screen.
no,
it's
man.
messy for the audience. People are going to be like,
That's
hold on,
extremely
so
confusing.
Where's Batman that we saw? It's gonna.
Man, it's like I think we need to stop treating the audience like they're stupid.
They are.
Dude,
And
this is
look, they're going to be bombarded by social media, by the advertising,
Not the average-
by the word
No,
of
the
mouth.
average cinema goer is never aware of that. You know the amount of people, I even now I speak to that don't even realise that they're watching an Avengers film and they're like, where's Wolverine? People have said that to me. They
Yeah.
think X-Men characters are supposed to pop up in these things.
So that's different, though, isn't it?
No,
That
it ain't.
is
It's the exact same thing.
that's like-
They're confused. They see the Marvel logo and they think that's it. They don't know that there's a difference in these different worlds. It's confusing to them. So this is going to be even more.
But that doesn't take away from your enjoyment of the movie. You can be sitting there and watching it. Just because Wolverine doesn't show up doesn't ruin your enjoyment.
you just
Yeah.
honestly, Mo, for real. Like if you
No, so hold on. You're getting annoyed at me.
I'm not. I love you, man. I'm never gonna get annoyed at you. I only get annoyed at you when you beat me in Street Fighter.
Let's treat the people who go to the movies like they are intelligent.
But Eddie's right though.
They're not.
If they were intelligent,
We
then
wouldn't
I
have
would
Transformers movies.
exactly,
Right,
and people
it's like,
constantly
if
going
they
to
were
watch those
intelligent,
films.
They wouldn't be going to see a movie in the first place.
Probably true, to be honest. It's true. Jesus. According to Kevin Feige, Blade will make his way into the MCU someday.
Oh, someday.
Someday.
So, I was listening to our podcast earlier this week, and there was actually a topic that we discussed last week that this quote falls perfectly into.
Yeah.
And it was that he's not opposed to having an R-rated MCU movie.
That's exactly what I was thinking about this. That if that's the case, this would be the one to make it an R-rated.
Yeah, because I think your very question was, what character would it be?
Yeah.
The only thing is, if memory serves right, doesn't Blade fight vampires?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'd then be bringing vampires into the MCU.
Why not?
You know, yeah, but that's the whole thing of the Blade world, is that these vampires, it's like this underbelly which people aren't aware of. You know, they're so busy looking up to aliens and, you know,
Other
Inhumans
superheroes,
and things like that. They're just unaware of this other darker underworld that exists of ancient. Because basically, vampires could basically be like mutants. They're just mutants, basically. Just different, or not mutants in the MCU word. It's Inhumans now because they don't use mutants. But yeah, they're basically just Inhumans. that's the explanation for why they exist.
I like this idea. I really do, because the one thing that I've been slightly a bit annoyed about is that when I look back at, we had a lot of fun with Blade back in '98. Yeah, we were at the cinema. It was brilliant. Unfortunately, what came after that wasn't so good.
Yeah.
So to know that at some point he may come into, might start seeing him in more Marvel movies, tagging up.
What's funny is that Wesley Snipes on his Twitter keeps trying to push his Blade coming back into the current MCU, his one. Obviously, it won't be him when it does. Yeah. But he keeps saying that, he wants to do it again. Why is everyone talking about Black Panther? We need to be pushing the Blade, another Blade movie.
Is old Wesley Snipes all right at the moment?
He's doing okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So actually, he popped up on a YouTube video the other day that I was watching.
Yeah.
What's his name? That Casey Newest or whatever his name is.
Oh,
he was doing a review of what it's like to travel in first class, and he bumps into Wesley Snipes in the first class lounge, and Wesley Snipes goes, "Hey, I know you. I love your videos. I'm one of your subscribers."
Jesus, that's random. Yeah, so but it'd be nice to have a fresh take on that character.
It would. It's well overdue, isn't it?
Yeah.
It
would be good. It would be really good.
You have new mail.
So I guess it's time for mailbag. I will never say.
So, Salim, unfortunately, the people have spoken, and I think we've had like a couple of emails. One from a female whose name I won't mention, just so she doesn't get hate mail from your fans.
Not mention her because she has.
Just to prove that we are inclusive, regardless of gender, color, whatever. We do listen to our fans. I think we may have to change the name of the mailbag section.
It was never Salim Sack in the first place. We don't need to change it because it was never that. But you know that we're going to get backlash now of other people who are like, I love Salim Sack. I want to reach into Salim Sack. It's going to be ridiculous now.
Look, that's a bit, I don't know, it's almost as if a part of me has ended. Okay.
Save your disgust or regret. Shall we get into the actual emails?
Okay.
Let's start with that particular one, Mo. Have you got it up?
Right. So basically, this must be one of your Bollywood fans, because she's saying, please do not call it Salim's whatever. I mean, why would anyone be so cruel to a female listener who's listening to their podcast with their headphones on?
All right. Okay. Fair enough.
She goes, I agree with Eddie. Please call it mailbag. I reckon, actually, why not throw it out to the fans? Why not let them come up with a name? So send us your suggestions, and if you can come up with something better than mailbag, we'll call it that.
Yeah.
Does that work for you, Eddie, as well?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I'm more than happy with that.
Until they all unanimously say, I want Salim Sack. Just to fuck around with us, man. So let's get into it, Mo.
Oh, I do like the next line on her email, though. She goes, I agree with Eddie. Please call it mailbag, not the other bag. I mean, isn't it enough his girlfriend knows what he is weird and not the rest of us?
Why are you mentioning her name? She's going to want a shout out. She deserves a shout out.
So she's actually got a question for you, Salim.
Oh, for me?
So say her name.
What is her name?
Oh, Akila.
Akila.
Okay, what's up, Akila?
It's a nice name.
So, also on an unrelated topic, I know Salim and Ravi are not on Bollyfools, but please can you tell them to do something about the pathetic comments made by some of the creeps on their videos, especially the Tube Light review by Melanie. I know she knows what she is doing, and she is unbiased and honest. Some people don't like that. Please, if they can do something.
Yeah, there's
control your viewers.
The simple situation is that obviously Melanie is doing an awesome job, and she's received quite a lot of hate mail when it comes down to Tube Light, which was absolutely crud. But there's not much we can do when it comes down to
Tube Light, a new one.
Yeah,
is that the one you were looking forward to?
Yeah, it was just so bad. I took my brother-in-laws to watch it, and they fell asleep in the cinema. It was so bad. It's like probably the worst film, one of the worst films I've ever seen, man.
Wow.
Anyway, but yeah, there's nothing we could do. If they want to post certain comments, you know, we could only delete them, and there are a few that we have deleted. Well, I've deleted anyway, but if people want to send certain messages, there's nothing you could do.
They don't want honesty, do they?
So don't you like go in there and like moderate and say, come on folks, calm down, this is unnecessary, that's really mean, don't say stuff like that.
They don't want honesty.
The thing is that Salman Khan's fanboys...
it's the Salman Khan.
Yeah. His fanboys are just friggin' insane. Even though something is super rubbish, they will support that. They will support it to the very friggin' end. And there's nothing we could do. The only thing we can do is like block all comments, but we don't obviously want to do that as well. So I think from my side, so what's Akila? Was it Mo?
Yes.
So Akila, from my side, the only thing I could do is just keep an eye out on the comments and just delete all the negative ones. Mm-hmm. But hey, thanks for your message. Appreciate it.
And she also says, Eddie, like she enjoyed your story on Michael Bay. The movie sounds like it would have a good plot.
Thank you.
And liked my time travel story.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Definite potential there.
Although apparently, I think, and she wasn't the only one to say it, but it sounds like my story revolves around a villain.
Yeah. That was one of the things we mentioned, because it has to be stopped.
So we've actually had like just an email that's just popped into the mailbox like in the last sort of like 20-30 minutes.
Okay.
And it's from like your buddy Salim, Melanie.
Oh,
what?
What's Melanie saying?
Your YouTube channel.
Okay, what's Melanie saying?
So Melanie's saying this is from I'm trying to pronounce. Got to look at this like movie like the handle she's got here. So movie. Mav Angel, or the old lady to whom Salim has outsourced his YouTube channel Volleyballs. I thought the outsourcing joke was pretty funny.
Melanie has an awesome sense of humor. You know what? When Eddie said old lady, alright, I took a lot of offense to that. I did, Melanie, after that, I did smack him in the face for you for saying that. But no, Melanie's pretty awesome. She's got a wicked sense of humor, and you know, appreciate, you know, her message. And I know she's going away soon, so she's actually coming to the UK.
Oh,
so, yeah. Okay. She's not going to be in London, but she's coming to the UK, and I hope she has an awesome time.
So she's actually got something to say, because she's obviously been listening to our podcast. So I've enjoyed your recent discussion about Patty Jenkins and which film she should direct next. My vote is for the next Wonder Woman film, because I also enjoyed what she did with the first. It's not a perfect film, and the ending action wasn't the best of the film.
True.
But I can separate all that I feel about having a woman director of a superhero film to view her film objectively.
Well, apparently,
my question is this. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, apparently it's actually been confirmed. I think Patty Jenkins herself said that she will be doing the second one. So
no, nothing's been agreed. Yeah,
really?
Yeah. No,
she's quoted as saying that she's
no.
Do
On
it.
Twitter, she's been throwing some stuff up at the moment. She wants to do it, but there's still a conversation between her and Warner Brothers at the moment. So nothing's been sealed just yet.
So it's probably just contractual money and
that's exactly what it is.
Third one.
Yeah,
at least she's willing. At least.
No, she should, man. Like, if anyone should, she should do it, because she deserves to.
So Melanie's also got a question. She's saying, my question is this. So who are your top 3 female directors?
Top 3? You know, it's hard to find 3.
I will be honest, I would probably struggle to think of any off the top of my head, apart from Catherine Bigelow. Obviously, she's like the most famous.
She has to be number 1. Yeah. She has to, because she had The Hurt Locker, which is an awesome film. She did what was that Keanu Reeves movie, the classic, the skydiving, Point Break. Another female director, I guess Sofia Coppola.
Yep.
Not always the most consistent, but I enjoy her films. I think she does good. She's you know, it's not quite up there with her father yet, but Lost in Translation was a freaking awesome film. Love that film. Any else you can think of more? Besides Catherine Bigelow herself, I mean Patty Jenkins, because she deserves to be mentioned now.
Yeah, I mean, well, that was a very competently directed film, so I'd imagine she's going to go on to quite big things.
But Monster as well was a good film, with Charlize Theron, who transformed into the serial killer chick. But there isn't enough. There really, it's fucked up that it's difficult to think of that many.
I think what
Catherine
you'll
Winnick,
find with a lot of female directors is there's a lot of them in TV.
TV, yeah, not that many in movies.
Yeah.
Catherine Hardwicke, another one, did the first Twilight movie, but and 13, I think, was another one she did, was pretty cool. Was it 13? I think it was 13. But yeah, not many. Is there any in Bollywood song that stand out that you know of?
In Bollywood?
Yeah.
It's a good question, you know. Not that off the top of my head, I can't actually think of anyone. Not female-wise.
It's niche. But I think Patty Jenkins may aid opening the door to more high-profile female directors to do big-budget movies.
So, we're on to the next email. So, thank you very much, Melanie. You know, like, if she's around at some point and she's coming to London, maybe we should do a segment with her on the podcast, Salim.
Well, actually, funny you say that, because I was saying to Melanie that, she knows her movies, so...
Oh, hold on a minute. Will she make us look bad because she actually knows her movies?
Yeah. No, it'd be pretty cool to actually have her on the show, so maybe that could be arranged a bit later on down the line. Even over Skype.
Yeah.
Right, so one of our regulars, Ivan. So hi guys, great podcast, even though it was late. Just a moment of silence there. It's that time again, boys. It's time for Eddie to slowly reach into, you know what he's going to say? I shan't say those words again.
Hell! Come on, man.
Email for this week. This is my entry for the week. Might send one more email later on. I got some crazy news for you today. DC has had huge success with their Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover. Batman, it goes into the TMNT world, and it's very popular, both loved by critics and fans. Basically, what he would like to know is if we were able to pick two characters to like do a crossover, what would we choose?
Two characters from different universes to cross over into their movies.
Yeah.
You know what? As much as I hate the Transformers movies, except for the first one, if you get rid of Michael Bay, get a decent director in. They were teasing for a while to do a G.I. Joe Transformers crossover movie.
That could be cool. I want to see Frodo Baggins crossover into John Wick's world.
Frodo Baggins. Just get beat.
Hold on. Did you say into John Wick's world?
Yes.
What the hell? Why would that?
What? Just, it would be funny. It would be hilarious.
He would be scared shitless.
Exactly.
And he's a dwarf. Like, what's he gonna do?
Could you imagine
You're
that?
gonna give him guns?
No, could you imagine? Like, Frodo Baggins, who's a dwarf, gets thrown into John Wick's world, and he's just running around scared as anything. I think it would be hilarious.
For like 5 minutes, if that.
I don't know, man. I think we could conjure up a wicked story on that.
And then is he gonna like step up or is he gonna use the ring to go invisible, but with a gun and still kill people? So we're just gonna see people just explode in heads, and we're not gonna know where the bullets are coming from.
I think it'd be funny.
Fucking terrible.
I know.
I want a sequel, the T sequel, which we never got, to Leon the Professional, which was supposed to show Matilda as an adult, that she grew up to become an assassin. I want to see her in John Wick, crossing over.
You with John Wick as well?
Yeah, that would be cool, versus each other. Because she was an assassin, remember? She grew up, but that was a story that she was supposed to grow up to follow Leon's footsteps to become an assassin when she grew up.
Yeah.
So what if she was, and then, you know, Natalie Portman going up against John Wick, because all the assassins are against John Wick now.
That could work incredibly well.
That would be wicked, like John Wick 3.
Yeah, that.
No one else can get him, so we need to get the assassin.
Hey,
Matilda. Oh, that would be sick.
Does my pick also have to like cross over with John Wick?
Not necessarily.
Like, I want to see the Star Trek movies crossover with John Wick.
Phases. Set phases to kill.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
That would be funny.
Okay.
Any other examples more?
No, I actually want to see that now. I want to see like Captain Picard, Captain Kirk and John Wick go head to head.
Nice. I like it.
Or the most impossible crossover, which we'll never see. MCU crossing over with MCTVU.
Oh, I thought you were going to go like all out there. The MCU crosses over with the DCEU.
Oh, that'd be a clusterfuck.
Although crossovers do, like, there are examples where they've done them and you think, oh my god, why did they bother? So there was like the Simpsons versus crossed over with the Family Guy recently.
Is that an actual episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's an actual Simpsons episode.
Oh, okay.
Right, so he goes on to say, I've just started a new Stars TV show and it's surprisingly thrilling and gripping. Literally binged all 3 seasons in a week. The new season started just this week. The show is Power, produced by Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
Yeah, people keep telling me to watch this, man.
My girlfriend was telling me about this as well. She goes, "You got to watch Power."
Yeah, I might have to because I keep hearing like it looked very cliched, like crime type shit, and the fact that 50 was attached to it didn't really make it something I really was going out my way to see. But I do keep hearing how it's something that it's better than expected and needs to be watched. So I may have to just dip into it at some point.
Well, he goes on to say this is one of the best real street dramas since The Wire. The characters are also real and smart. I'm gonna say I don't think I've ever heard of this.
Oh shit! No, it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Oh, okay.
But that's the thing.
Because it's grounded in reality. That's probably why it's not got the interest.
That's also the comparison I've always drawn, is that it's no way going to compare to The Wire. Maybe that isn't a fair thing to put it up against, but you know, The Wire was such a supreme show, like one of the best ever. So this is okay. I may have to give it a second.
He does say it here at the end. He goes, I highly recommend it. However, every episode features violence and nudity, as well as 98% of the episodes contains sex scenes, so just be aware, it isn't a real family show. And finally he goes on to say, in your last podcast I heard you that you may be wanting to upload some more watch-alongs. Would be great to be able to get 1 or 2 of those every week, plus a weekly podcast. More content, more traffic, right? Because he wouldn't mind hearing your thoughts on more movies. Pick-wise, the first ones that you picked were very entertaining to watch along to. I love the Karate Kid, Street Fighter, and Child's Play.
Yeah, we should do them. The problem is, I don't know how many we could always put up because of server space. They take up a lot of. Yeah, at least we'd have to expand our servers to.
Or we just record them and whenever, like, you know, we can't get our act together, we just whack one up.
We'll definitely have to do that though. Like when we get back, when we hook up next at your place.
Oh, we got a special guest next week.
Oh yeah, Usman dropping on, friend of the podcast.
Yeah, so
maybe he can join us for a watch along. You know what, listeners, let us know what you want us to do a watch along on. Give us suggestions of what you want us to do. That'd be very cool.
Right, so our buddy Nikito, also a regular.
Nikito, it's good boy.
What's up, Eddie, Salim, and knowledgeable Mo? I have something today for Salim's ever-growing. I wonder if there's a hashtag for that yet.
Oh man.
The first thing is that Kevin Feige has confirmed 3 things. Through Tom Holland, they have confirmed that there was in fact Peter Parker as a little boy in the scene from Iron Man. It would be cool if this was always a plan, but if this is just some not just some fan service. So I'll take, if you guys heard about this during the week.
No, I've been staying away from everything, to be honest, when it comes down to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So apparently there was something that happened, I think it was in Iron Man 3, which fans have always suspected was in fact Peter Parker. And apparently Feige and Tom Holland have obviously just decided to shrug their shoulders and go, yeah, sure, why not?
If the character's never referred to by name, then they can just say anything, innit, really?
Yeah, exactly.
There's still a lot of inconsistencies, though, with whether the Venom character in those spin-off Sony Spider-Man films are actually going to connect with the MCU. Feige saying no, and then the producer says no, but then they say yeah, because Tom Holland apparently is going to pop up in Venom, but then it's not going to be part of the MCU. But if Tom Holland pops up in Venom, that automatically connects it to the MCU.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I think it can be like the MCU TV verse, like the rest of the MCU just does not acknowledge them.
Yeah, but that's a sneaky way to do it without Marvel proper blessing.
It's not like Sony can have other characters from the MCU that they don't have the rights for.
But still they kind of make it.
They are limited to what they can do.
But it still sneakily makes it feel like it's part of that bigger world, and I know Marvel don't want them to do that, so
yeah. But you know what? Again, like I said last week, hopefully what will come out of this is that Spider-Man will grow so much money to hire up somewhere, like the ones like that control budgets and that can fire people like Pascal will say, you know what? They've done a fantastic job. What we're doing in-house isn't great. Let's just outsource a lot of it. And you know what? People love outsourcing stuff if it will make them money, right, Salim?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Cool bet.
He also said that Spider-Man will have as much screen time in the Infinity Wars as he did in Civil War. Kind of a bummer. Thoughts?
I'm okay with it, purely because of how many characters are in that film. You know, if we just... And remember, they said that Infinity War, the main character is supposed to be Thanos, not any of the superheroes. And I think that's the best way to do it, because there's just so many people in there.
Yeah.
It was just...
I need there to be a balance, man. If there's too much Spider-Man, then I think it takes a lot away from Thanos.
Yeah, it would.
Just the idea that we've got the bad guy who's the main focus gets me super excited. So I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I love it. I love the villain being the...
I think what people have got to sort of appreciate is the fact that there are going to be so many superheroes in this movie. Trying to give like everyone a lot of screen time is not going to be possible.
What is that Scarlett Johansson said like a couple of weeks ago, that there's going to be like there's one scene where there's like 30 something or 40 something characters at once on screen?
So I don't know if she said it was in one scene. No, she may have said they were
all in one time. Yeah, all in one scene.
There are like 32 different Marvel characters. Next we have EU person who's emailing us, Vinyl Kitty.
Vinyl Kitty,
what up?
How you doing? Welcome aboard.
Hello fellas, great podcast today. Big fan since the first take of the Bollywood YouTube channels. Love the podcast. First heard it all on YouTube and have been listening since. It's my weekly ritual to stop going missing. Glad to hear you guys are safe too. Since I've been... Sorry, we were about to say something.
No, we were just laughing.
Right, since I've been listening to you guys, you get better and better every week. Eddie has always displayed high intelligence.
Thank you, Kitty.
And I look forward to his thoughts and feelings every week. What a wickedly funny guy. Old and knowledgeable Mo is wonderfully weird in his movie taste. I think the
it's
word
true.
Kitty was looking for was like my electric taste.
You mean eclectic?
Eclectic, that's the one.
Fucking ain't no knowledgeable at all, man.
And she goes on to finish off about me, smart guy. And Salim is the man with the sack, LOL.
See, look, it just, there's no running away from the sackery.
Love him. He's very charismatic and funny. Kind of zany too, but that's what makes him Salim.
Oh, look at that. Big hug. Big hug.
Vinyl goes on to mention the fact about Avatar 2 and the glasses free, which we've already discussed. Second question is about Lucasfilm not being happy with Alden Ehrenreich's performance in the Han Solo movie. I don't know if we touched upon this last week. I can't remember if we said it, but they did actually. They were so panicked about his acting that they actually hired an acting coach during filming to like try and get more out of his performance.
What about that? Another thing I also read recently is that the sizzle reel of everything that's been filmed so far by Lord and Miller before they were sacked, when they showed that to the Disney executives loved it. Like, apparently they really liked that sizzle footage. So for them to end up getting sacked right after it means there may be a little bit more than they just didn't like the direction of the film. Maybe there was some legitimate...
You know what? We may never know what the real reasons are. Because obviously Lord and Miller want to continue working. They don't want to badmouth a previous employer.
Yep.
But I would really love to see like some of that footage.
I would.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Question number 3 then. Have you seen War of the Planet of the Apes? I love these movies and this one's incredible. No spoilers, but definitely the best one of the lot.
So it hasn't been released. Yeah, it hasn't been released in the UK yet. It comes out, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I've got my tickets booked. So why are you looking at me like that?
Thanks for the heads up. Even though we're supposed to do like a...
We're doing Spider-Man together.
Yeah, but we're supposed to do like the first one, second one, third one.
Yeah, but they're not doing a triple bill. They're only showing the third one.
We could have just hung out and watched the first two and then gone to see the third one the way friends do. But obviously that means nothing to you.
I put you in front of all my friends. I'll have you know. Anyway, but yeah, it hasn't been released in the UK. I couldn't agree more with what you just said. I am super, super excited about the third installment. I've just been hearing so many positive things about this.
I haven't actually heard any reviews for it yet, so I'm actually surprised I haven't seen any yet.
Yeah, so many positive things about it. So absolutely, can't wait to do like a full-blown review on that as well.
Definitely. Yeah.
Am I the only one who's getting tired of every franchise having its own universe, like Marvel? A universe should only exist for movies that live in a crafted world to tell bigger stories for a bigger purpose. And I think, like, basically goes on to, I think, doesn't like the idea of everything being connected nowadays. I think we've touched upon this before.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Because now we're even hearing that they want to try and do a universe for... They're considering doing a universe for James Bond now.
Oh, man, really?
Fucking ridiculous.
What the fuck?
Oh, why not, man?
It's just like, it's just overkill. It really is.
It is. It's too much.
But how is that supposed to make... I can't even see it.
Just do other spies, innit? Other spies have their own little adventures.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it'd be nice to mix it up, actually, not just have it about James Bond all the time. Surely you'd love to see what Moneypenny gets up to when she finishes work for the night.
She'll be like the Nick Fury, innit? Connecting all the films together.
And finally, this is actually something I want to know because I forgot to ask this. Eddie, did Dan ever pay you for the X-Man bet?
Nope.
He didn't pay you?
Of course not. He does not want to acknowledge that he was wrong. And we were supposed to put money on Wonder Woman as well because he was one of the ones that said it was going to be a flop, that it was going to be garbage, no one was going to watch it, no one wants to watch a superhero film led by a woman. He was wrong again. Terrible taste. Very much like Mo.
Yeah, that's very true. But we are men of our words, aren't we, Eddie? When and if Tom Hardy is Venom.
Yep.
Yeah, if it over 60%, no, 60%, isn't it?
Yeah, or over. Yep.
Yeah, or over, we would expect you to take us out, Mo, for dinner. Anything under, we will take you out.
What is this, sorry?
He's already fine.
He doesn't go.
Yeah, don't worry, Mo. Don't worry.
Yeah. Right, so we got our final batch of emails from Joker J.
Joker J. What's good, dude?
So Joker, I think he's just sent a few emails here, so I'm just scanning through these. The Huffington Post got confirmation from Holland about a fan theory. So again, he goes on to talk about the fact that Peter Parker was possibly in one of the previous Iron Man movies.
Holland needs to shut up. He's talking too much. Another thing I actually read, another bit of news, is that he hasn't read the Infinity War script. Marvel won't let him because they don't trust him to keep the secret. Yeah. Yeah, they won't let him read the whole script, except, obviously his part.
But isn't he like hold on, so who are they not letting read? Like Tom Holland or Feige?
Tom Holland.
Oh, Tom Holland, right.
Yeah, they won't let him read the whole script because he can't keep his mouth shut. He keeps freaking letting all this shit out there.
But isn't that like the case for like probably most of these big movies? Like you only get the parts of the script that are like your parts?
Well, this is what he said. This is from his own mouth that they just don't trust that he can keep his mouth shut.
Isn't there some sort of agreement? Isn't there in the contract that they're not allowed to talk about certain things?
But every week, Tom Holland keeps letting out shit. He keeps saying
he's just an excited kid, isn't he?
Yeah,
okay.
It really is.
Yeah, so he's got a few little tidbits here for us. Apparently, Lucasfilm made a video of Jar Jar supporting Ron Howard as director of the Han Solo movie.
Is that the one that's on Funny or Die?
You know what? I haven't seen it, but I need to go and find this after.
I don't know whether that was actually an official Lucasfilm video, but there's this video on Funny or Die where it's like like you have in those like there's TV shows where someone's hiding their identity and it's like a silhouette.
Yeah.
White background, and then they've digitized their voice, so they've disguised it. And basically Jar Jar, who's not revealing that he's himself, he's just saying that he's a film expert or some shit, and he's saying that he thinks Jar Jar should be hired for this Han Solo film. He's a star. In fact, this movie should be all about Jar Jar. It's actually not bad. It's not bad.
Okay.
So, we're talking talking about Transformers last week, and we were talking about like the poor box office take. Apparently, it's been saved in China, Korea, and Russia because it's made 123 million in China, 13 million in Korea, and 9 million in Russia.
There you go, man.
Fucking China. Right, we need to go...
What do you mean we need to go to China? And
No.
what? Start preaching
No,
there?
I'm going to say we need to go to war.
Wait, what? Want to go to war?
They need to be stopped so they can stop saving these bloody films.
And we are in danger of doing this yet again, Eddie, and not mentioning The Rock.
Oh, we got to talk about that.
But we did mention The Rock, though, in the Fast and Furious spin-off.
Very, very briefly. But apparently, Joker is telling us he's making a YouTube show for YouTube Red.
He's actually been doing reaction videos on YouTube. The Rock has.
Yeah. We've seen a few.
Yeah, he reacts to his own like old stuff.
Yeah,
his old films, his old wrestling moments, and various bits and bobs.
I need to go and find that.
Just actually on the topic of The Rock, have you seen the
Jumanji? No.
Nah. Mo, have you seen the Jumanji trailer?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Yeah. What did you think?
I don't know, man. I like the idea that they're making it different from what came before. So, like, how it works.
Yep.
There's not a lot in that trailer, so I don't hate it.
Yeah, okay. I found it extremely funny, man. I was like, it was for all the characters from the very beginning. Where, well, do you want me to go into it?
It's just a trailer.
Yeah. Where they're playing the video game and then thrown into the Jumanji world. I thought it was pretty cool, actually, rather than having the board game.
It's a video game.
Yeah,
man.
seeing the video game and then those characters becoming, like characters in the Jumanji world. It was nice. It was a nice take and it was extremely funny. I really had a good time with it. So much so that I actually do want to watch this now. This could be it, Eddie. This could be the one that you watch and you say, you know what? Hats off to The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I reckon I want to see more films with you in it. This could be the one, man.
I think this is going to be the one that we're going to see whether he can act or not, because he has to play, obviously, like a teenage boy.
Yes.
Interesting. I still reckon The Rock's been cloned.
I agree.
Because there's also a trailer up, I haven't watched that either, but I saw the thumbnail for it, for The Ballers Season 3. How the fuck is he doing all of these films and a TV show? There is more than one Rock. Has to be.
He's just The Rock.
There has to be more than one. We'll get to the bottom of this.
And lastly, Joker
Kill them both.
he's been pointing out that the Cult of Chucky
trailer
is out.
Yeah. That's going straight to DVD, isn't it?
It does look like it's a digital and then DVD release, yes.
Yeah.
But I did watch the trailer today.
Yeah, that was... You go on. What did you think of it?
It's not... Well, see, it's like they're going back to, like, the original, the roots. Because it's got the original kid in it. He's obviously all grown up. And then it's got the character of, I think, his mum, who's in a mental institution. And she's being told that it's all in her head, it's all in her imagination. And to prove it, the doctor brings out a Chucky doll.
That couldn't go well. Jeez, it's mad that since I haven't been doing reactions, I just haven't been watching any trailers. Anything else, Mom?
That is our entire mailbag.
Okay, perfect timing. Whew. So how, if people want to add to the mailbag, not Salim Sack, and give suggestions for a better name.
Yeah, give suggestions and also let us know what film you guys want us to do commentary for as well.
Yeah, how can they get in contact with us, Mo?
So you can email us on tatmpodcast@gmail.com. Yes. Or you can tweet us at Talking Movies 3.
Do we ever even check the Twitter?
Yeah, we do. Well, I do.
You do?
Yeah, look, check it out.
You can't read though, because how do you
what
know
do you
when
mean
people
I can't
tweet
read?
us?
I do have reading skills, Eddie.
So you've just been lying this whole time.
Look, that person has not tweeted us. That person has not tweeted at us. I'm checking Twitter. I just don't tweet.
Okay, so people, if you want to show love for this podcast, iTunes, regardless even whether you use iTunes to listen to this, just give us 5 stars And just a little short review to say awesome or you hate it. Either way, just give us a review. It helps.
What give us even if you hate it, still give us 5 stars.
Yeah, just do it. Come on.
In fact,
What's it
if
gonna
you
hurt?
have an iPhone or an iPad, it's even easier. You don't even need to go onto iTunes. Just go to the podcast app, look us up, and just hit the ratings button.
There you go. It helps people find us and helps us to grow a little and makes this something that we can do with way more consistency than we have a habit of doing. Way more.
Yeah, I agree with everything that Eddie just said there.
Yeah.
Stop dropping things in my car.
So, how can I find you more, Salim?
Yeah, you guys could on our Twitter handle, obviously on Bodyfalls. I think you could find us on Bodyfalls. Yeah, just on both Twitter handles, whether there's Bodyfalls and whether it's Talking at the Movies.
Mo?
Well, like always, you can find me right here on this podcast.
Nowhere else. And, well,
to be fair, neither of you two, like, you always say, like, you find you on YouTube, find you on Bodyfalls, but you guys aren't on there.
Well, I still do movie reviews when we get to see them together.
Yeah, we still do that.
I'm still hoping.
And Spider-Man, we're going to be watching the first showing of Spider-Man.
Definitely.
We're going to be doing we asked you, Mo, if you wanted to come down. You said no because you're working that day.
And I'm still hoping.
I will be going to my own private screening.
Oh, are you?
And I'm still hoping to get back to doing stuff somehow, some way. I'm finding ways. I will somehow. So yeah, that's it from this week. Another week. Man, it's fucking hot in this.
Oh, it's warm. Got to get out.
Thank you. It's not from me, Mo and Salim. Talking at movies.
Sayonara.
Bye, people.
See you, folks.
Bye.